Sucker Punch has returned to feudal Japan, and let me tell you, the journey to Ezo in Ghost of Yotei is nothing short of breathtaking. This standalone sequel to Ghost of Tsushima takes the blueprint of its predecessor, dips it in a fresh coat of glorious paint, and then hands you a much larger arsenal to play with. Let's start with the immediate and unavoidable. The world building and visuals. Ghost of Yotei doesn't just look beautiful, it's a jaw-dropping, screenshot button-mashing affair. Where Tsushima had its golden fields, Yotei offers a wider, more varied palette inspired by northern Japan. We're talking sweeping fields of vibrant wildflowers, icy mountain passes under the shadow of the colossal Mount Yotei itself, and the ethereal glow of the aurora borealis lighting up the night sky. Seriously, riding your horse through an autumn forest where the leaves are a blindingly perfect orange gold is a moment of pure cinematic bliss. The game expands magnificently from its predecessor, not just in geographic size, but environmental diversity. It truly feels like a lived-in, culture-rich space. The developers have doubled down on the immersive experience where the guiding wind still directs you without cluttering the screen with obnoxious waypoints. It rewards a sense of natural exploration, which is why I've often found myself completely forgetting my revenge mission because a cute little bird decided to lead me to a hidden hot spring. The world is so compelling, I could probably spend 30 hours just perfecting my Sumi-e painting skills, which replaces the haiku writing, thankfully. My attempts at samurai poetry were getting dangerously close to roses are red, enemies are dead. The true heart of Ghost of Yotei lies in the narrative shift from Jin Sakai's fight for his people and the preservation of his code to the intensely personal, almost obsessive quest for revenge undertaken by the new protagonist Atsu. The story is a far darker, more intimate affair, trading the large-scale Mongol invasion for a tale of betrayal, sacrifice, and the descent into what the locals fearfully call the Onryu, vengeful spirit. Atsu's past is deeply woven into the fabric of Ezo itself, making her pursuit of the rogue shogun loyalist responsible for her family's demise feel heavy with personal stakes. This journey brilliantly explores the cost of vengeance, challenging the player not just with combat, but with difficult moral choices that directly impact the loyalty of her small, ragged band of allies. It's a compelling, often tragic story that uses the isolation and wild beauty of northern Japan to mirror Atsu's own emotional landscape, making her evolution from a skilled warrior to a haunted ghost utterly believable and relentlessly gripping. Now let's talk about where the game and I had our first minor domestic dispute: the combat. Ghost of Tsushima excelled with its simple, elegant stance system, a beautifully effective rock, paper, scissors mechanic. Ghost of Yotei has replaced this with a weapon counter system, meaning you switch between different weapons, katana, dual blades, yari, hook on a chain because I can't pronounce the word, and odachi, to counter enemy archetypes, rather than just changing a stance with a single sword. And here's my personal gripe: it feels a touch too arcade-like for my taste. It's an excellent combat system, fluid, brutal, and satisfyingly weighted, but having to rapidly cycle through a 5-item menu mid-clash against a group of determined enemies can occasionally feel like I'm trying to solve a complicated Excel formula while also being stabbed by 3 very angry people. I miss the grounded, almost ritualistic feel of Jin's stances. Atsu's journey is narratively driven by a furious, almost unhinged need for vengeance, and perhaps the more chaotic, versatile combat reflects that shift from honorable samurai to vengeful onryu. But sometimes I just want my samurai to commit to a blade style, not bring the entire contents of a weapon shop to a duel. Maybe I'm just old-fashioned, but if I wanted 5 different weapons in a fast-paced action game, I'd play Devil May Cry. At least Dante has the courtesy to make it look effortless. Despite my personal preference for a simpler blade, Ghost of Yotei is an absolute triumph and a definitive qualitative leap for the franchise. It successfully expands on the solid foundation of its predecessor in every meaningful way. The story is gripping, the protagonist Atsu is immediately more compelling, and the world of Ezo is arguably one of the most visually stunning open-world environments ever created. It's a truly in-depth experience that demands your time, inviting you to wander, explore, and soak in its meticulously crafted atmosphere. If Sucker Punch wanted to create a game that makes you forget about the rest of the world for a while, they succeeded. Just be prepared to practice your rapid-fire L2 D-pad movements, or you'll end up getting a yari to the chest while you try to remember if the odachi counters the shielded brute or the spearman. Spoiler alert, it's the brute. Probably. A must-play sequel that proves the Ghost still has plenty of secrets and unparalleled beauty to share. Sucker Punch, bring on Wolverine. I am ready. So that was the review of Ghost of Yotei. How did you feel about it? Let me know in the comments below. Have you enjoyed your trip to ancient Japan again? Did you resonate with Atsu's story? Did you find the combat system ever so slightly arcadey? Let me know in the comments below. Remember, like, share, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Come back to the channel for more gaming news. Happy gaming, folks.